So just another little feel-good story. Feel-good, I don't know about that, but it's just a little lesson that I learned about, how people are no matter what you do. So I was working at this place, and when I first got there, it seemed like it was a good little gig. Probably worked long hours, but it was good. So I slowly began to realize there was a little bit of a personal war going on between people there, and then, people want you to pick a side, and they want you to turn against this person and help bring down the ship. And no, I'm a neutral girl. I don't do any of that. I don't hate on people because somebody else tells me to. I don't try to wreck anybody's life. I really try not to change anybody's life unless it's for positive. Like, I really do try to do that. But it quickly became now I was on this guy's side. Me, so they started just doing stupid shit, like the stuff that it was actually brutal. It's brutal. I don't really talk about it because they get me wound up. But in the end, they just started an absolute thing to get me, make me leave or get me fired or whatever. So in the very end, they launched an investigation against me, and I didn't know. So there was this guy they brought down from Montreal, and he was like, I kept seeing him places, and I'm like, what? I felt like, what is this guy doing? Like, I can see he's looking straight ahead, but I can see he's side-eyeing me, like he's trying to watch me without looking like he's watching me. And it was obvious as hell, but I was like, okay, whatever. I don't know who you are, but God's got me, so I'll just keep on charging through. And then, they brought down other people, and then I was told to come back from a shock because, HR was down from Montreal, and they had this team there, and I got called in for this meeting, and they started bringing up, like, stupid piddly shit, like, you left this garbage outside the mag, and like there was a very logical explanation for anything they brought up against me. I was like, well, that was this, and they were like, making it like Premier Evil. So everyone on, they're just bringing up stupid shit, and I was kind of getting a little bit of a giggle, but I was sitting there thinking, oh my God, I see what's going on here. So he brings up this thing, and he says, this guy said he never wants you on his side again. And I said, no, he did not. I know that dude, man. I got him out of a real bind once. He would never say that about me. So the bind was, we were on a shot, a big bag shot, and he dropped a family heirloom down the blast hole, and it was hung up on the booster, but he had big man hands and didn't have a tool that he could grab it with, and of course he had to hang on to the thing so he couldn't walk away. So I come over and I was like, what's going on? He's like, drop this thing down there. Well, fuck, man, it's just like, that's what's so important to me. It's the most important thing, right at this moment. So I said, well, here, let me try to grab it. So of course my hand's a bit smaller because I'm a Czech. My hand slid down. I got a hold of it between two of my fingers, and I got the shake, so it's pretty hard for me to hold on to anything on a good day. But I pulled that thing up and I gave it to him, and he looked at me like, oh my God, you just saved my whoever's it was pocket knife. And I was like, well, what? I got you. I got you. You got me, man. I got you. Like, he was one of the few people who would joke around with me and say nice things about me anyway. So the boss tells me this guy gave a report that he never wanted me on the shot again, and I was like, that's not true. And he said, yeah, it is. So he showed me the write-up, and I said, you know what, bud, that's a real fucking heartbreaker right there. That's like, you got the people that are shit, and you just float along with them, but when you think somebody's solid and then they're shit, it's so disturbing. So you gotta keep me, and you gotta, I got told several times, people, well, Jamie, just play the woman card. The woman card? Why do I do that? There's no fucking woman card, people. There's no card out there that does anything to get you further ahead as a woman. So, anyways, I guess my message is try to stay solid, people. Like, if we all work together and created a more positive environment, we're not joining teams to be like, oh, well, let's take this guy down today. I don't like his attitude. And that was the thing. It was like, when you're working in certain industries, you know you're going to have some people with some strong fucking attitudes and, you know, roughnecks or whatever, but sometimes they're the best people. You got these guys and they're charity fit, everything is made to order, and they'd rather play games than do their work, so anyways, it was a big lesson for me. It was a big lesson, but once I said to them, you know what, I'm just gonna give you my 2 weeks notice right now. I'm gonna get it all your hair. You don't have to do your improvement plan with me, because that would just be way too much. Imagine trying to retrain this broad. Holy Hannah. I'll be having people and teachers screaming at me yet again. But yeah, it can be a cruel world out there, so the one person that will always have you, or the one group that will always have you, God, Jesus, your angels, your faith will get you through, calm you through some serious hell, some serious heartbreak, but at the end of it all, there's God. Have a great day.